some of the craziest women that I've met between then and now. Look, I met this one chick. She was real shy, and every time we would be together sexually, I'd be like, tell me what you want. She would be like, everything you do is fine. I'm like, no, I was there. It wasn't. I could use some direction. And so I had to badger her into it. So finally she was like, well, I guess you could choke me if you want to. You guess? You should probably be real fucking sure about that one. The real problem I had with the way that she worded it is she said, you can choke me if you want to. No, I will choke you if that's what you want me to do. If I'm doing it because it's what I want to do, that is attempted murder. And I don't know how into strangle banging bitches you guys are. But I'm not into it enough to go to prison for it. Here's the thing, I talk about painful stuff on stage a lot. I talk about bad relationships, I talk about going to prison, I talk about addiction and recovery. I don't talk about sex a whole lot. I just don't. Partly because there's enough people to do it, and partly because I've had some weird stuff happen to me. Like I had a girl pee on my face once. Don't look at me like that. I didn't have her do it. I just mean like it had happened. And here's how. This chick is sitting on my face. Shut up, it could happen. And suddenly my face is very warm and very wet. And my pride jumped straight to the roof and said, dude, you made her squirt. You're the man. But then she made this sound. And I knew that's not what happened at all. So very calmly and very politely, I said, hey. Did you just pee on me? She says, oh my God, I'm so sorry. What can I do to make it better? You can un-pee on me. So some years go by, we stay together, and I tell everyone that we encounter that story because it embarrassed her, and I don't know if you people have figured this out yet or not, but I am kind of an asshole. So, but I always knew if there was a chick that was a squirter in the group because she would shut me down and interrupt me every single time so that she could say, just so you know, that does happen. It's not pee, right? So she and I break up. A couple years go by. I get with a chick that is a squirter. And I make her do it while I'm going down on her. Now, guys, if you've never had this happen, you need to be ready. It's going to be a lot hotter than you think. Temperature-wise. Like suddenly my mouth was filled with this very freshly brewed, weird-tasting coffee, right? I had two immediate thoughts. The first one was, well, thank God it's not pee this time. The second one was, what in the fuck is it? Because I got a mouthful of this shit, I need to know whether or not I can swallow it, right? But I'm a strong Irish man, so I manned up, down it went, right? Wake up the next day completely plagued by the thought, like, what is it, what is it, what is it, what is it? Because I've since digested it, so now it's a part of me forever, right? So I get out my phone and I start looking it up. Now there are a couple of ways that you can pose this particular question to Google. The one that will get you a scientific answer is, what does female ejaculate consist of? medical website comes up. The very first line of the very first paragraph said this: female ejaculate is not entirely urine. Not entirely. Which means that it's mainly urine. But there's some other shit in there too. So she's sitting next to me and does not know what I'm doing, and I go, "Oh, son of a bitch." She goes, "What's wrong, baby? Did you get some bad news?" "Well, I just found out I'm a pee drinker. I would call that bad news. I would call that some downright piss poor news." So that's the dirtiest joke that I ever do and have ever done. And the first time I ever did it on a professional show, I was in a little town called Evansville, Indiana.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, somebody's been there. It's the lily white Bible Belt conservative center of the whole universe, right? So I knew it was a risk to do it, right? But I wanted to, so I did. And I get off the stage, and this 65-year-old woman comes up to me, puts her finger right in my face. "Young man, I need to talk to you about your squirt joke." And I'm like, "Great, Grandma's pissed, and now I get to hear about it. Yay!" She said, "I was 55 the first time my husband made me do that." I said, "Well, fuck, this is going to be way more uncomfortable than I expected." Guys, my name is Jay Armstrong. Thank you so much. You guys are going to love Lisa.
Keep it going for Jay Armstrong, everybody. You guys ready for your headliner? You've seen her on Comedy Central. Give her a warm welcome to Lisa Landry.